He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it to Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKinnon's on touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Welcome inside the main gym here at Madison High School as we get set for a Monday afternoon matchup featuring the Lions of Roselle Catholic and the Dodgers of Madison. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kevin Connolly. Thanks for joining us here on D1 Media Pro. Roselle Catholic 8-9 on the season off the heels of a heartbreaker over the weekend against Our Savior Lutheran, which they fell in overtime, but trying to get to 500 on the season here on the road in an out-of-conference matchup against Madison. Crowd still filing in, everyone trying to get their eyes here on these Lions of Roselle Catholic. They got here a little bit late, just shortly after 3:30, but they got dressed and warmed up quickly to get ready for this matchup. We're going to go live to the floor for the pregame announcements and festivities here from Madison High School.
Good evening and welcome to Madison High School. Tonight's contest features the Madison Dodgers versus the Roselle Catholic Lions. Today's contest is being conducted in accordance with the rules of the New Jersey State High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition amongst all players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated and assessed against your team. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Now, on to the starting lineup. For the Lions, number 24, Tyrese Hunter. Number 20, Eric Hilsman. Number 3, Ethan Mbako. Number 11, Jalen Grant. And number 21, Jaden Kelly.
There you see the starters for Roselle Catholic. Ethan Mbako, Jalen Grant, Eric Hillsman, Jaden Kelly, and Tyrese Hunter will start for Todd Decker's squad. Now take a look at the starters for the host, the Dodgers of Madison, led by head coach Joe Reel.
Number 13, Gavin Randall. Number 32, Tommy Bland. Number 14, Michael Liddy. Number 11, Evan Kaleo. And number 1, Jackson Maloney.
Dodgers starters Jackson Maloney, Evan Kaleo, Gavin Randall, Michael Liddy, and Tommy Bland. We'll stay right here for the presentation of the national anthem as well.
At this time, please rise and move your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
ready to go here between Roselle Catholic and Madison. Tip-off in 30 seconds. Back here, Roselle Catholic in Madison, ready to go here on a Monday afternoon. Roselle Catholic is in the white, Madison is in the black. Lions looking to get back to 500 on the season. Madison, who's off to an incredible start, trying to pick up what would be a major upset victory. Hillsman will jump it up for Roselle Catholic. He's joined by Tommy Bland. The tip is controlled in the backcourt by Roselle Catholic, and we're off and running here from Madison. There is Tyrese Hunter. Now it's Mbako. Driving right to the lane. A shot fake. He'll pull up. Too strong. Jaden Kelly, the offensive rebound. And then we get a whistle underneath. It's going to be a jump ball. And the arrow favors Madison. Feels like for Madison, they're going to have to play a rough and tough, low-scoring, gritty, grinded-out game if they want to compete here against Roselle Catholic. If they get into a shootout with the Lions, you'd have to imagine that Roselle Catholic would feel really comfortable in a game like that. Feel like Madison could dwindle the shot clock as well. They'll open with a three in the corner from Maloney. Well, Jackson Maloney opens the scoring here for Madison. Crowd still filing in. Decent crowd on hand, trying to get a look at these top 20 Roselle Catholic Lions. This is a Madison team that has a big week ahead of themselves. They'll play Del Barton in the semifinals of the Morris County Tournament, and a turnover on Roselle Catholic as they went baseline, and standing out of bounds was Tyrese Hunter. So there you see a little bit of the formula for Madison. If they want to pull off the upset against Roselle Catholic here on their home floor, they're going to have to kill the clock on their possessions, have long, drawn-out possessions, and they're also going to want to hit a lot of threes. Maloney going for his second, no, and Hillsman the rebound. And you're going to find out a lot about Eric Hillsman if you're a Madison supporter and don't watch much of Roselle Catholic. He is an athletic freak as he's going to pick up an offensive foul. So first three possessions for Roselle Catholic have been jump ball, turnover, and then an offensive foul. So a rough start here for the Lions. And then Jalen Grant comes up with the steal, and he gets fouled. And Roselle Catholic's pressure defense finally forces a steal in the backcourt. It's Kelly who comes up with the basketball, and he will head to the free throw line to try and get Roselle Catholic on the board. Just over a minute and a half into this one. Foul on Madison goes on Michael Liddy. I'm assuming it's his first. First free throw spins out for Grant. A little interesting here for Roselle Catholic. They're not really accustomed to going on the road and playing in true road games. A lot of the games the Lions have played this season have been those neutral site games, like the game against Our Savior Lutheran over the weekend. So really, they're not that used to playing on the road, and 0 for 2 goes Grant at the free throw line. So shaky start for Roselle Catholic continuing. You wonder if them getting here a little bit late and not having the full, say, hour plus or 25 minutes to warm up is impacting them. Also, not very familiar here with the gym at Madison. But it's the Dodgers who lead it by 3. Hillsman on Maloney. Hillsman, especially when he's anchoring this Roselle Catholic defense inside, is an eraser at the rim. Affects a lot of shots. As Mbako nearly came up with the steal. Jaden Kelly hounding defense there on Kaleo. As Maloney, extra pass out to the top. Open three is too strong. Tap back out. Maloney, he'll try it for three. That rims out. And Hunter finally down with the rebound for Roselle Catholic as they'll look to run as Jaden Kelly is stripped on his way through to the basket. And he gets fouled in the process. Foul goes on Maloney. That's his first. And now Jaden Kelly, the superstar for Roselle Catholic, will step to the line for a pair of free throws after Grant just went 0 for 2. And Roselle Catholic finally gets the goose egg off the scoreboard on the free throws from Jaden Kelly. Kelly 2 for 2 from the line. And Roselle Catholic, after 4 tries at it, finally gets themselves on the board. Second team foul on Madison already here in this first quarter. Dodgers into the front court, dribbled it off his foot. Outlet up ahead for Grant, and Jalen Grant will take it in himself. And a quick 4-0 spurt for Roselle Catholic, which has put them up 4-3 here against Madison. Dodgers certainly going to have to handle this Roselle Catholic pressure. Shot missed inside. Another chance at it for Madison. And a floater goes from Tommy Bland. And you have to credit Madison's work on the offensive glass here to start against the Lions. And Mbako driving down the lane, off the window, bounces out. Three of the 4 losses for Madison this season have all come against one team, and that's Morris Catholic. And the Crusaders are certainly off to an outstanding start to their season, inside the top 10 of the NJ.com top 20, and the top seed in the Morris County tournament. Roselle Catholic foul goes on Mbako. That's his first. And we'll get our first sub of the game for the Lions as Craig Belfield will check in. Each team, 2 team fouls apiece here in this opening quarter. That's about halfway through. Double team comes on the sideline, ball knocked away, and then as Mbako was looking to run the break, he got dribbled out of bounds. And they'll say it was last touch off of Madison, so Roselle Catholic forcing a turnover here in the early going. Mbako frustrated. He thought, 1, he was fouled, and 2, he should have been given a free path to the rim as Kelly rises for 3, and Jaden Kelly with 5 quick points for Roselle Catholic. There's a lot of players that Madison has to key in on here for Roselle Catholic. Kelly probably at the top of their scouting report. And a foul called on Roselle Catholic. To Mbako, it's his second, but they'll actually get Kelly with the foul. So Mbako, Kelly, and Hillsman all with 1 foul for the Lions. And then a foul called away from the basketball on Roselle Catholic. It'll be on Hillsman, and that's his second. So 2 fouls here in the first quarter on Eric Hillsman. Tyrese Hunter back to the scorer's table, and well, it looked like he was going to check in. And now Todd Decker leaving trust in Eric Hillsman to stay out there with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. So Hillsman is going to have to be careful out there for Roselle Catholic, and told you what his style is on defense. It's gambling and blocking shots, and he's good at it, as there's a 3, no good. Hillsman saves the rebound. It goes off the bottom of the backboard, and then eventually knocked out of bounds by Belfield, who couldn't save it on the baseline. So another crack at it here for Madison. Now Hillsman, 2 fouls will come out, and Kalik Thomas will come in to replace him. Roselle Catholic nearly came away with the steal. Madison will stay with it into the corner. Drive, pull up, tough two, no good. Belfield down with the rebound. And Jaden Kelly looking to run. Up ahead for Grant, who gets into the lane and then throws it to nobody. It was Thomas and Mbako who were in the area, and miscommunication there as Grant just threw it into the first row on the sidelines. Gavin Randall with Mbako right in front of him. Now it's Maloney who pulls up from the mid-range. That spins out. Rebound is saved and into the hands of Mbako. Grant rises for three. That's no good. And then it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. A slow shooting start for both these teams. Roselle Catholic just 2-point lead with about 2.5 minutes remaining. Drive, floater off the window, goes. There's Evan Kaleo. Though knotted at 7 and a timeout is called by Roselle Catholic. Sleepy start offensively here for the Lions. Just 7 points, nearly 6 minutes into this one, and we're knotted at 7 here in the first quarter between Roselle Catholic and Madison.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Todd Decker getting after his team, trying to wake the boys up with 2:09 to go here in the first quarter, and it's a 7-7 ball game between Roselle Catholic and Madison. Kevin Connolly with you here on D1 Media Pro. Thanks for being with us on this Monday afternoon. 4 o'clock start time. Typically Lions games in prime time, but they play early afternoon here on the road as Mbako drives, bullet pass down low. Extra feed into the corner, back out Kelly. He'll rise for three, halfway down and out. And you see just on that possession, Roselle Catholic, he's picking up the offensive intensity of what they want to do on that side of the floor. Madison, kick in the corner, three, and a chance for four. Evan Kaleo going to the line to try and make it a 4-point play for the Dodgers. Fouls on Mbako, it's his second. So Ethan Mbako and Eric Hillsman are on the bench for Roselle Catholic with 2 fouls each. And Evan Kaleo is at the line with a 4-point opportunity here for Madison. Apologies for those audio difficulties. 13-8 Madison as we get set to start the second quarter. And the Dodgers have been taking it to the Lions. They'll have the basketball here to start this second quarter. And it's really been outstanding defense played by Madison here against Roselle Catholic. And the Lions in foul trouble already. But Todd Decker seeing his team needs a spark. Jalen Grant, Eric Hillsman, Ethan Mbako all out there with 2 fouls. And Eric Hillsman with the turnaround to open the scoring here in this second frame for Roselle Catholic. And now Lions showing a bit of a zone. I have to wonder for Roselle Catholic, obviously this game could have trap potential. You know, you're coming off of a heartbreaking overtime loss against Our Savior Lutheran over the weekend in the Metro Classic, and now come on the road, 4 o'clock start, unusual start time, playing a Madison team who doesn't get a lot of recognition around the state, but you look at their record, they're 14-6. And they're showing Roselle Catholic why they've won so many basketball games here this season. They lead it by 3, they'll go inside. Evan Kaleo has led the way, and then that's going to be a kick ball on Roselle Catholic. Roselle Catholic in this zone. They're also trying to trap and force some turnovers as they'll get it into the corner, and a 3-pointer from Maloney, no. He hit the opening shot of the game for Madison, but has been quiet since. As Mbako goes inside for Hillsman, dribbled it off of his foot out of bounds. Hillsman trying to argue his last touch by Madison. Referees don't buy in on the call. Double team comes at half court, and Madison will be credited with a timeout. So Roselle Catholic has picked up the defensive intensity. They're going to need some shots to fall, though. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter, and Madison still leads it by 3.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
And everywhere you look,
Madison 13, Roselle Catholic 10. 6:29 to go here in the second quarter. Slow start for Roselle Catholic offensively. They're turning up the pressure defensively for Madison to call their first timeout as they'll inbound into the backcourt coming out of the stoppage. You see Roselle Catholic showing zone, but it's a trap as well, trying to force turnovers as Madison is looking to shoot over that zone with 3-pointers. That's no good. Hillsman the rebound, looking to run, and Mbako down the lane. Hooks it for Grant, who's left alone, and short on a 3. Jaden Kelly on the offensive glass, coming out of nowhere and laying it back in. Kelly has been the offense for Roselle Catholic. He now has 7 on the game. Roselle Catholic back within 1 as there's a bullet pass that finds itself in the first row. So that's what Roselle Catholic is looking to do. They're looking to speed up this Madison team and force turnovers. And they preferred it to be live ball turnovers. This is a Roselle Catholic team that is electric in transition, but they'll take any turnover they can get right now as Hillsman is found from behind on the post-entry pass by Mbako. First foul of the quarter on Madison. Foul goes on Greg Randall, his first. Mbako backing his way into the lane, an easy touch off the window. Put Roselle Catholic back up, and it's the first points of the game for Ethan Mbako. Putting a double team now, driving on the baseline and finding a beautiful cutting Gavin Randall for 2. That's a perfect way to bust the zone for Madison. Drive baseline, you cut right down the middle, and you finish inside. Now it's Grant. Mbako, a shot fake drive. He goes right down the lane. Might have been hit, missed it, followed it up. 4 in a row for Mbako. But now we're starting to see Roselle Catholic get better looks. Here is Randall. Handoff for Kaleo. Spinning on Grant down the lane. Pulls up, fades away, no good. And Hunter with the rebound. Kelly, extra pass into the corner for Mbako. He has the last 4 for Roselle Catholic. He goes up, spins out, gets his own miss, goes back up, and will get hit and head to the free throw line. Now Ethan Mbako, a chance to continue his own personal run here for Roselle Catholic. Foul is on Maloney. That's his second. Mbako 2 for 2 on the line. So he's got the last 6 for Roselle Catholic as the lead swings back in the favor of the Lions. Now they try and pick up full court, and they force a turnover. Tyrese Hunter finds Mbako up ahead. Stops on a dime. Bullet pass cross floor. Jaden Kelly is there and spins home a 3. Well, Roselle Catholic, shaky first quarter. They've found their rhythm, but right down the other end for 2 is Michael Liddy. Mbako back inside, gets it knocked out of bounds. And we stay right here with Roselle Catholic. Up inside, Hillsman gets it knocked away. Steps back, nowhere to go. Calls for it from Kelly, or check that from Grant. Hillsman backs his way into the post looking for space and able to finish on the reverse. Hillsman a pair of buckets for Roselle Catholic. He's got 4. And the lead extends now to 6 for the Lions. Grant has to be careful with this defensive pressure. He already has 2 fouls. They're able to get around him, and a nice move to the basket for Liddy. Michael Liddy showing off here for Madison as Roselle Catholic gets it right back into the corner, and a travel will be called by Mbako. Mbako shot fake in the corner, called for steps. Todd Decker tells his team to pick up in the front court. .317 left to play here in this first half. Madison been playing very well against the Lions. Nobody stopped the basketball, and Kaleo goes straight to the rim. And just like that, it's 4 points in a row for Madison, and they're back within 2. Now it's Hunter. The handoff for Kelly. Kick in the corner, and Mbako a shot fake, steps into a long 2 and hits. No travel this time on Ethan Mbako as he's found his shooting touch here in this second quarter. Around the perimeter, 3-pointer on the way too strong. Long rebound for Grant, who will show off the handles. And hand for Kelly. Mbako's had the hot hand, backs his way into the post. Kelly rises for 3 and has his 3rd triple of the game. Roselle Catholic looking like a different team offensively here in this second quarter. Kaleo, drive and kick into the corner, back out to the top. Inside, going right up, looking for contact was Maloney. He couldn't finish, and then the rebound is knocked out of bounds off of Roselle Catholic. Craig Belfield comes back on the floor for Roselle Catholic. Skip pass, three-pointer on the way, no good from Glenn. And Hillsman running for Roselle Catholic. As he'll get stopped, spins, throws it up to the basket, and it finds Twine. Eric Hillsman has 6 for Roselle, and they lead by 9. It's their largest advantage today. Rail handoff for Maloney. Now it's Randall. As Madison looking for another response offensively. They've had the answers when Roselle Catholic has tried to pull away. They'll go to the corner. They can't answer that time from Kaleo. And Belfield down with the long rebound. Kelly's been hot. Drops it for Grant, gets it right back, rises for 3, nearly banked it in from the corner, and Baco offensive rebound now, goes back up, can't spin it in, but he's fouled. Foul goes on Evan Kaleo, that's his first. Free throw from Mbako, as he can't get that one to fall. Maloney pulls down the rebound. The lead will stay at 10 for Roselle Catholic. Here is Kaleo, can't get around Belfield, pulls it back out. Randall, a handoff for Maloney. Dante Solinuano on the floor for Roselle Catholic as well to close out this final minute of the first half. As Bland gets doubled, throws it into the backcourt. It's going to be a backcourt violation on Madison. Well, it took Roselle Catholic about 8 minutes of game time to wake up, but it looks like the Lions have finally arrived here in Madison. Tyrese Hunter in, Jaden Kelly comes off, so the hot hand for Roselle Catholic will sit. Decker being careful with his 3 big stars of Hillsman, Grant, and Mbako, making sure no one picks up an unnecessary third foul here in the final half minute of the second quarter. However, Roselle Catholic turns it over, trying to send it back out to the perimeter. Chance for Madison here to try and take some momentum into halftime. They played really great 12 minutes or so, but these last few, Roselle Catholic have separated and really locked in defensively. The Dodgers have an answer. That's a tough shot on the baseline, and it goes for Gavin Randall, and then nearly a steal on the inbound. Tyrese Hunter with 6. Hunter going right to the basket. A lot of contact. It's a whistle. What's the call going to be? And it looks like it's going to be a blocking foul that's called on Madison, and it should send Tyrese Hunter to the line for 2 free throws. Madison head coach Joe Reel not happy with the call, but it is the call on Greg Randall, his second, and Hunter goes to the line for 2 with 2.7 seconds remaining here in the half. First points of the game for Tyrese Hunter. Hunter 1 for 2, rebound Randall, tips it in the corner, and nothing much that Madison can do here to end the frame. It was entertaining. Roselle Catholic with a 9-point lead over Madison after 16 minutes. Lions really started to find their groove late in that second half. See if they can carry it over to the third quarter after we return from these messages by our sponsors at D1 Media Pro.
Take it himself for a championship!
A double play wins it to Frazier. Jordan to the end zone. What a catch! McIntyre touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost.
Grace and Bethel Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
No business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too. This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler
pitch
Beck.
is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional.
Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. That Miller pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time, getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning. Thomason, handoff, has room. He's got the first down, he stays on his feet. Thomason dives, touchdown! The first title since 2016. Phillips with numbers 3-on-1, the finish, and a 4-point Pirate lead. Pitch is hit in the air, right field. Reed going back on it. He's still back. He's looking up, and it one hopped up against the wall. On his way to score is Harcourt. Heading to third is Sprock. He'll put the brakes on and scamper back to second base. There's a shot and a goal! Charles Giordano to put Seton Hall Prep up 2, and they're 5:37 away. Up by 2. They have a 2-on-1. The puck is jarred free. Mendoza scores! The puck was knocked free right to the stick of Rocco Mendoza, and it's 4-1 Pirates. Glover, 1-on-1 with the basket. Oh, Jaden Glover! With the windmill to send this place into a frenzy. And to the corner, Lawrence. No-look pass, and Wilcher lays it in. Wilcher to the hole. Simeon Wilcher starting to heat up. He's got 4 points, and Roselle Catholic leads by 11.
Watson to his brother, and Tariq is fouled and hits it. They'll go to the line for 1.
They'll pick it up, the clock will move. Lawrence with Adams on him, lost his footing, gets a shot up, and he gets it to go. At the buzzer, Jamarcus Lawrence, a big first quarter for the Nebraska commit. He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it the Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makai touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
Back here at Madison High School, getting set for the start of the second half. Roselle Catholic, a 9-point lead over Madison after 2 quarters. Very sleepy start for Roselle Catholic against the Dodgers, and they were able to take advantage by taking the lead at the end of the first quarter. Roselle Catholic certainly woke up in that second quarter, and they did it in spurts. They did it offensively, they did it defensively, and it now results in a 9-point advantage. It'll be Madison ball to begin this third quarter. Kevin Connolly with you here on D1 Media Pro. And we're underway here in this second half. Roselle Catholic managed foul trouble as well, and Todd Decker gambling and leaving the three players with 2 fouls on the floor to begin throughout that second half. And Jalen Grant, Ethan Mbako, and Eric Hillsman was a big reason why they were able to come back in the second quarter, as Grant off the window, no. Rebound tapped around, and Mbako has it and comes down with it. It was Michael Liddy who scored for Madison on their opening possession of this third quarter. As Roselle Catholic goes inside for Hillsman, fading away and left it short. Dodgers looking to run up ahead. Three-pointer is down from Maloney. And the first 5 go to Madison to begin the third quarter. And this gym, which has accumulated a couple more people during that halftime break, is energized with the Dodgers play in this third quarter. Now it's Hunter backing his way into the post, got it knocked away, gets it back, goes up and can't get it to fall, but he was fouled. Foul is on Michael Liddy, it's his second. And it sends Tyrese Hunter to the free throw line for a pair. Roselle Catholic has struggled at the charity stripe in this game. Oh for 2 goes Hunter. Long rebound tracked down by Mbako. Inside for Hunter. He goes up, got it blocked, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Madison's Tommy Bland. Hunter goes to the bench for Roselle Catholic. Jalen Maldonado, didn't see him in that first half. He will come in. Hillsman fakes a 3, goes down the lane and gets the bounce off the heel. Maybe Roselle Catholic was incorporating their press and their half-court trap. It was one of the major catalysts in their rally in that second half. That's just a pretty cut and find as Maloney finishes. Here is Mbako on the drive-in kick. Hillsman again, a shot fake. Trying to dump it off for Mbako, and it goes off of his fingertips, and Mbako is telling Hillsman it was too hard of a pass to make that close between the two players. 34-30. Roselle Catholic in front. Lead as many as 10 in the first half for the Lions. Liddy down the lane, got it knocked away. Randall there, bullet pass for Liddy down low, he finishes. And a timeout called by Roselle Catholic. Crowd energized here for Madison. Lions starting the third quarter very similar to how they did in the first. 5:41 to play here in the third quarter, and it's a 2-point game. Madison is looking for an upset here on their home floor. They trail Roselle Catholic by 2. And the Lions look out of sorts coming out of the locker room. Todd Decker had to call a timeout after Madison has been really carving up Roselle Catholic on the offensive end of the floor. a couple of subs, as it'll be Grant and Baco, Thomas, Maldonado, and Jenkins. It's Kelly and Hillsman who go to the bench. Inside for Mbako, as he's calling for a clear out. And they try to sell a foul, and Mbako goes up, no, and a chance for three at the line as that ball bounced 3 times on the rim for Kalik Thomas. Madison tried to sell an offensive foul on Mbako. It was obviously a flop. Hang on a second. Now, referees do say one shot. There was some confusion at the scores table as if they were going to count the basket or not. They waited a bit to put it up on the scoreboard. And then referees signaled again to the scores table that the basket counts. And Roselle Catholic, you know, a big reason why they fell against Our Savior Lutheran was their struggles from the free throw line. And the same thing is going on here today. They have not been able to convert at the charity stripe. That's the reason why they're only leading by 4. Hunter knocks that away from behind. He loses his footing, finds Mbako, who looks to run the break for Roselle Catholic as Grant is left alone and drills the 3. Roselle Catholic's going to need more of that. He fed into offense here in this third quarter, and Tyrese Hunter providing them with a little bit of spark defensively. Randall hands. Kaleo gets it knocked away from behind, and they're staying with the Dodgers. To the corner. Mbako, lucky he didn't get called for his 3rd foul. Here is Randall. Pounded out on the perimeter and nothing doing for Madison. They call a timeout. So Roselle Catholic has responded with the last 5 points after they call timeout. Madison looking for an answer themselves. 39-32, Lions in front, 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining for the rest of regulation. 39-32, Roselle Catholic in front of Madison. It'll be Dodger basketball from the sideline. Todd Decker trying to find the right lineup combinations of guys that want it out there for Roselle Catholic. Tyrese Hunter provided a spark defensively after Madison got it within 2. Grant nearly comes away with the steal off the inbounds. Here is Liddy, pounded there by Jenkins. Liddy drives and kicks into the corner, and it gets knocked away by Grant. Nice play, able to get free inside was Bland. It was a play that Joe Reel was calling feverishly from the sidelines, and Madison runs it to perfection as Mbako is fouled down the other way. And a major groan from the Madison fans that thought it was a clean block by Bland. So Ethan Mbako at the line for 2. Eric Kilsman will come back in. Khalif Thomas will go to the bench. Jaden Kelly's been sitting over the last couple of minutes for Roselle Catholic. He's the team's leading scorer in this game, right alongside of Mbako. One more for Mbako at the line. And he goes 2 for 2. Roselle Catholic back up by 7. Every time the Lions have tried to extend this lead and create some separation between them and Madison, the Dodgers have had an answer. A drive and a kick. Land back in the corner for Liddy. Liddy finds space, pulls up inside the paint, no good. And Mbako down with the rebound. And he'll send it up ahead for Jalen Brandt, who drives and finds a cutting Mbako, who goes uncontested to the rim. And the lead is back to 9 for Roselle Catholic. Leo for Bland. Now it's Liddy going right at Hillsman. Saw his body, kicked it, and a 3 is way off. And then a rebound is off the fingertips of Bland, out of bounds. Jackson Maloney was looking for another 3. He hit one early in the first and early in the third. Has been quiet in between. As now Jaden Kelly will come back on the floor for Roselle Catholic. Here's Hunter, uses a screen for Mbako. Gives it back to Ethan Mbako, who rises for 3 and gives Roselle Catholic its largest lead today at 12. Sometimes it just takes a timeout. We saw it in that first half from Todd Decker. His team didn't come out with the urgency and intensity he wanted in the first quarter. Called timeout, ripped into them, and they looked like a new team. He did the same here in the third quarter. And now their lead is up to 12 as a foul is called on Roselle Catholic. It'll be on Mbako, and that's his 3rd. Randall to inbound, and Kelly knocked it away as he was trying to find Liddy inside. Madison's got to get it in. They do to Liddy as he tries to bounce it across the paint, and it's kicked away by Mbako. Baseline now moves to the baseline for the Dodgers. Randall out for Maloney. He's got Hunter on him, and Leo comes to the basketball line to drive on Mbako. He gets shut down. And you see everything from Madison out on the perimeter as Liddy lost his footing. Kelly comes up with the steal. He drives and can't get the shot to spin off the window, but he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul is on Evan Kaleo. It's his 2nd. And Jaden Kelly is too strong on the first free throw. For 2 at the line goes Jaden Kelly, and it has been a tough stretch from the charity stripe here for Roselle Catholic. Losing the handle is Kaleo. Liddy gets it back to Kaleo, who splits a double, and then Hunter comes away with it, and he throws it up for Mbako, and Liddy was playing center field, and he goes for Bland, who lays it in. Those are the type of 50-50 plays Madison's going to have to continue to win over the final 9.5 minutes of this game. Here's Kelly. Hillsman inside, no good. Rebound into the hands of Mbako, and he throws it up at the rim. Roselle Catholic back up by 12. Well, a couple of threes are going to have to go down. Instead, it's a steal and a run out and a finish for Mbako. And a timeout is called by Madison. Roselle Catholic's lead is up to 14. 61 seconds to play in the third quarter. 50-36, Lions in front. We'll be back after these messages here on D1 Media Pro.
You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
.61 seconds left here in the third quarter. Roselle Catholic 50, Madison 36. Lions turning steals and points down to their end. And it has plagued Madison as they'll just have 2 timeouts remaining for this game. It's the largest lead of the game for Roselle Catholic at 14 points. Madison's hung tough with them. So over the last couple of minutes, the speed and athleticism of these Lions has looked like they've overwhelmed Madison, and they've sped them up to a tempo they're not really comfortable playing at. Here is Randall inside for Bland, and he had the space on Hillsman. Final minute of play here in the third quarter. Jalen Grant given space, rises for 3 off the mark, and Bland down with the rebound. DeLeo up ahead, Maloney open, and Madison has another answer for Roselle Catholic. Back to a 9-point game with 30 seconds to go in the third. Roselle Catholic will hold for the final shot of the quarter. 5 points in a row for Madison. Here's Grant on the drive and travel. Grant called for a travel with 1.6 left. Can Madison have a heave here to end the third quarter? They'll have to inbound from the opposite baseline. Inbound comes in, one dribble and a prayer. That comes up short and grazes the bottom of the net. But Madison not going quietly into the night. They're back within 9 of Roselle Catholic with 8 minutes to play. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter after this here on D1 Media Pro.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Living St. Bethel Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
We're going to the fourth quarter here in Madison. It's a 50-41 lead for Roselle Catholic. They've led by as many as 14 in this game. Last 5 points of the quarter have gone to the Dodgers to get themselves back within 9. It'll be Roselle Catholic ball to begin this fourth. Game reset, Roselle Catholic, 3 timeouts, Madison with 2, and because Roselle Catholic gets possession in the fourth quarter on the arrow, it'll flip back over to the Dodgers to begin this frame. It's Hillsman, Kelly, Mbako, Hunter, and Grant on the floor for Roselle Catholic to begin this fourth quarter. Both teams with all 5 starters out there. Maloney, Bland, Kaleo, Liddy, and Randall as well. Here is Jalen Grant inside for Mbako. He's proved to just be too big and physical as he's short on the turnaround. Now it's Kaleo. Madison has run awesome sets to get players free inside, and there's a bounce for Kaleo, and it's a 7-point game. This is a Madison team that believes that they can knock off Roselle Catholic right here and right now. The Lions show any of their championship grit as Kelly turns around, and first points of the second half for Jaden Kelly, and they come at a perfect time. Here is Kaleo, sidesteps on a 3, and he's got 5 in the quarter for Madison. As Roselle Catholic going in a hurry, Mbako kicks, Hunter shoots and drills it. Answer in the corner, Tyrese Hunter. And both teams' offensive productions have risen here in the fourth quarter. Kaleo's got all 5 in the frame for Madison. He gets tied up, goes inside, and a foul is going to be called. That sends Randall to the free throw line. Foul goes on Hunter, it's his first. And Gavin Randall will step to the line to shoot 2 for Madison. Eric Kilsman heads to the bench. Kalik Thomas on the floor for Roselle Catholic. Joe Reel has ridden these 5 starters in the second half. Mbako had it, lost it, and gets it right back on the rebound. And then, was he out of bounds or a foul? They're going to say he was out of bounds. Todd Decker arguing that Mbako was pushed out of bounds, but it'll be another chance for Madison within 8 of Roselle Catholic. There is Kaleo. Hand off Randall. Maloney with a couple of 3 balls in this game for Madison. Kaleo has one just 2 possessions ago. As a skip pass into the corner, there's a 3 from Randall. Oh, what a find inside by Tommy Bland. And it's a 5-point game here in Madison. You can hear the crowd. Joe Reel on his knees, pounding the floor. And we're going to get a foul going against Roselle Catholic away from the basketball. It'll go on Kalik Thomas as Eric Kilsman hops off the bench and will come back on the floor for Roselle. 5:42 to play in the fourth, and Madison within 5 of Roselle Catholic. Tell you what, the resolve of this Madison team has been incredible. There have been 2 or 3 occasions where you thought Roselle Catholic was going to pull away, and the Dodgers just won't let them. And now they're within striking distance with under 5 to play. Kelly to the ground, the 3 off the mark by Randall. Oh, that would have brought this place down to the ground if that 3 went. And Todd Decker will call timeout. Roselle Catholic has responded every time Decker has called a timeout in this game. Do they have another answer in them? 5:18 to play here in the fourth, and it's a 5-point Roselle Catholic lead. 5:18 to go, 2 timeouts left for each team. Possession arrow with Madison, and team fouls. Roselle Catholic has been called for 2. Dodgers haven't been called for any in this fourth quarter. I feel like you're going to see a lot of both teams' starters. For what we've seen for most of this second half, and you're going to continue to see that for these final 5+ minutes. Said going to break. Roselle Catholic has responded every time Todd Decker has called a timeout in this game. They'll try and jumpstart his team. They'll go inside for Hillsman. He faces up, one dribble, kicks it back out for Mbako, passes up on a 3, he drives and he'll get 3 the old-fashioned way. That's a high IQ play from Ethan Mbako. A shot fake, a drive, and absorbs contact, and will have a chance for 3 from the line. Although the free throw line has been a place that Roselle Catholic has really struggled tonight. It's also the 4th foul on Tommy Bland, the center for Madison. As Mbako completes the 3-point play out of the timeout and gives the Lions an 8-point advantage. Roselle Catholic has dropped back into a zone as Bland able to beat it inside. .40 to go, 58-52. Roselle Catholic is in front. They've led since the early stages of the second quarter. After Madison led after 1, and Mbako back inside, and his shot hit the bottom of the rim. Kaleo is running. Now it's Bland. Kicks it into the corner. Randall saves it. Bland has it, nowhere to go. Randall pulls it back out and resets for Madison. He's got Hunter in front of him. Bland, extra pass. Kaleo's 3, no. Long rebound, Maloney. Back out for Kaleo. Bland at the top. Good ball movement, and it'll be Randall. Roselle Catholic zone, able to be worked inside, and spinning off the window was Michael Liddy. And it's back to a 4-point game with under 4 minutes to play. Ethan Mbako was tying his shoe down the other end of the floor. Here is Jalen Grant, driving and gets bumped. Foul will be on the floor. And actually, I want to make a correction. That was just the 3rd foul on Bland. They updated on the scoreboard. That foul goes on Kaleo. It's his 3rd. So Bland and Kaleo both with 3 fouls for Madison. They have 2 team fouls. Here is Jalen Grant. Roselle Catholic getting all they want and more here from Madison. Grant, dancing at half court. Drives and puts the brakes on and hands for Hunter. Tyrese Hunter has nowhere to go. Under 3 minutes left to play. Grant drives, and then a foul is going to be called inside. And Madison bench cannot believe it. It'll be the 3rd foul on the Dodgers and the 4th on Evan Kaleo. Here's Ethan Mbako. He's really been the go-to man in this second half for Roselle Catholic. Drives and got it stolen away. Outlet pass for Kaleo to the basket. Can't get the roll. And Mbako down with the rebound. Oh, a chance for Madison to get within 2. But Kaleo misses the layup in transition. And now Roselle Catholic, a chance to burn some clock with a 4-point lead and 2.5 minutes to go as Grant drives, can't get the bounce, and then a foul called on the rebound going against Roselle Catholic. Third team foul on the Lions. We'll see if they get it on Kelly. They will. So foul goes on Jaden Kelly, his first. And
Roselle Catholic will pick up full court, trying to speed Madison up once again. Here is Gavin Randall. Kaleo driving on Hunter. Under 2 minutes to play. Liddy driving on Kelly. And in the corner, skip pass back out to the front. Roselle Catholic locking in defensively as Grant ties up Maloney on his drive, but the possession arrow keeps it down here with Madison. 1:38 to play. Feels like an almost must-score possession for the Dodgers. Randall the inbound, goes up top Liddy. He'll come down with it. He's got Grant right in front of him. Now Kaleo on the drive, pulls up, tough shot, got it to go. Evan Kaleo brings Madison within 2 with 1:25 to play. Here is Tyrese Hunter. 3 team fouls apiece. Roselle Catholic a chance to burn clock. Madison wanted a 5-second count. A drive and a finish there by Jenkins, his first points of the game. Back to a 4-point game, under a minute to play. Kaleo with no space, out to the top. On the drive, Randall into the lane. He'll kick for Maloney. Madison has to hurry here as Liddy drive. Basket goes and they'll count it. A referee waited to see if that ball dropped. It's a blocking foul on Roselle Catholic. Michael Liddy at the line with the chance to make it a 1-point game with 41 seconds left. 60-58. Roselle Catholic on top. Liddy, a massive free throw. And he gets it to go. 1-point game. That was the 4th team foul on Roselle Catholic. So free throws the rest of the game for Madison. 3 team fouls for the Dodgers. They're going to have to give it eventually if they don't get a steal. Here's Mbako into the lane. He'll pull it back out. Mbako being hounded, and a timeout is called by Todd Decker. Tense moments on that Roselle Catholic sideline. 25 seconds left to play, and Todd Decker calls timeout with his team leading by 1. Do not go anywhere. Final 25 of regulation coming up here on D1 Media Pro.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Roselle Catholic 60, Madison 59. 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. 1 timeout for Roselle Catholic. Madison still has 2. Team fouls, Madison with 3, Roselle Catholic with 4. Mbako will inbound for Roselle Catholic. Jenkins, Grant, Hunter, and Kelly on the floor as well. Into the backcourt for Grant. And for Madison, they'll give up that 1 foul to give with 21.8 left. So next foul and free throws for Roselle Catholic. The free throw line has been an area of disarray for Roselle Catholic in this game. As they inbound it, Hunter has it, and a timeout is going to be granted. Or no, they're not going to get a timeout. Referee Farsad was signaling timeout. They say backcourt violation instead, and it's going back to Madison with a chance to take the lead with 18.8 on the clock. Referees now come together and they're going to talk. Todd Decker was saying he was granted a timeout. That's the whistle I saw as well, that a timeout was granted on the sideline from the official there, as the two will talk about it here. And the timeout was granted by Roselle Catholic. So it'll be Roselle Catholic ball. They're at a timeout. There's 18.8 seconds left. The Madison coaching staff is not happy with the call, as you would expect, but it'll stay with the Lions. 18.8 seconds, and they have no timeouts remaining. And Todd Decker will draw something up on the huddle for his Roselle Catholic Lions, and the crowd not happy either. Game reset. Madison 60, Roselle Catholic 60, Madison 59. 18.8 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Roselle Catholic basketball. They have the possession arrow. Both teams no more fouls to give. The free throw line has been a major area of concern for Roselle Catholic this season. It has proven true here tonight as well. And Baco will inbound once again, and he has to get it in with no timeouts remaining. And the horn just sounded from the scorer's table. That stopped play. I don't know why the horn sounded, but we'll redo it again here, 18.8. And Baco just throws it off the back of Maloney. So Maloney not guarding the inbounder. And then Baco just threw it off of him to get a new 5-second count. He goes into the backcourt for Grant, and he gets fouled right away. So Jalen Grant is fouled by Michael Liddy, and Grant will step to the free throw line for Roselle Catholic. And the better free throw shooters for Roselle Catholic. Chance to make it a three-point game. He has two shots. It's the third foul on Liddy. And he misses the first. So one more free throw for Jalen Grant. The best he can do is make it a two-point game. 2 timeouts left for Madison. Grant's second free throw is good. 61-59. Roselle Catholic in front. Here is Kaleo. He's got Hunter in front of him. A 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. 10 seconds left. 2 timeouts left for Madison as well. Kaleo is fouled, and he almost got the shot to drop. He was too strong and sent it off the back heel, and a foul on Roselle Catholic with 5.9 seconds left will send Evan Kaleo to the line to shoot 2 to try and tie the game. Oh, Kaleo has been money in this second half for Madison. Jenkins the foul. And Kaleo at the line shooting 2, and his first is no good. It's Kelly and Mbako on the low blocks. They're not putting Hillsman in the game. 5.9 seconds left. One more for Kaleo. Second free throw is good. 1-point game, 61-60. Madison not going to use a timeout. Mbako can run the baseline as he will trigger on the inbounds. Gets it back in for Grant, and he's fouled right away. Just 0.7 of a second came off the clock. It's 5.2 as Jalen Grant walks back to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Roselle Catholic. He just split a pair, made it a 2-point game. Again, the best he can do is make it a 3-point game. It'll remain a 1-possession contest. the question for Todd Decker, if he makes the second, do you foul? I think that's what he's telling his team right now from the sideline. If Grant makes this second free throw, he wants his team to foul and not let Madison get up a three-point shot. There's still 2 timeouts for Madison to use. Grant hits the second. Roselle Catholic 63, Madison 60, and Madison will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Still a 1-possession game, 5 seconds left to play, both teams over the limit. It's a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. Final 5 seconds of a 1-possession game between Roselle Catholic and Madison coming up next. There's 1 timeout left for Madison. They're going to inbound from the baseline. Liddy will trigger. Kelly will guard the inbounder. They're down by 3. Can Roselle Catholic foul without Madison getting a shot up? They'll get the inbounds in. Kaleo is fouled on the sideline with 2.7 seconds left. So Evan Kaleo, who just split a pair, will go back to the free throw line. And now for Madison, with just 2.7 seconds left, the strategy should be make the first, miss the second, and hope for an offensive rebound and a putback to tie the game. Kaleo missed his first free throw the last time he was at the stripe. And he hits the first here. And now a timeout is going to be called by Madison as Joe Reel is going to go over instructions with his team. Have to imagine that Kaleo is going to be instructed to miss this free throw on purpose. And now you're going to have Jackson Maloney and Tommy Bland fight for an offensive rebound. You can tip it back out as well and hope for a shot, or try and tip it back in off the miss. It all depends on how Kaleo misses. But again, you tip your cap to this Madison team. Roselle Catholic 3 or 4 times looked like they were going to pull away. Madison just wouldn't let them. They answered every single time. They had a chance to tie the game last time they had the ball at the free throw line, but went one of two from the stripe. Can Kaleo now reverse his fortunes by missing this intentionally and letting one of his teammates try and be the hero and send this to overtime? Eric Hillsman, biggest player on this Roselle Catholic active roster, is still not on the floor for the Lions. It's Jaden Kelly and Ethan Mbako down low. Next to them are Maloney and Blank. So Kaleo at the line. Can he miss intentionally? Roselle Catholic with 4 players inside, so somebody's going to be left alone on the outside if they can tap it back. It'll either be Randall or Liddy. The free throw is tipped, and Mbako comes down with the rebound, and the clock never started, and they're going to say the game is over. The clock never started at the scorer's table, and the referees will say the 3 seconds have run off the clock, and the game is over, and Roselle Catholic wins 63-61. So perhaps some home cooking there from the scorer's table, as the clock didn't start on the rebound for Mbako, but this game has gone final. Roselle Catholic survives. They win it 63-61 over Madison. It was a fantastic game between these 2 teams that are hoping to make long runs deep into their respective county and state tournaments. But Roselle Catholic hangs on and survives against Madison 63-61. I'm Kevin Connolly. Thanks for tuning in to this presentation of New Jersey High School basketball right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Lions 63, Dodgers 61 in an instant classic here in northern New Jersey.
for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown. Wins it. The championship. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins him the race. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McIntyre touchdown.